Hi, we're Noah and the Whale, and you're watching Avenue 11.
Oh, when I look to the shape of my heart, it's separated.
The new single, Shape of My Heart, comes out, I think, on May the 5th. It's going to be a couple of vinyls and a CD. Not really sure, you know, it's a song about, I guess it's sort of about, you know, unconventional view of falling in love maybe, or not being in love perhaps. I guess my favourite song to cover is difficult because you don't want to take an amazing song and make it sound terrible. We've actually just done a punk album, and on that we covered Temptations, Don't Look Back, which was really sweet, and Don't Let the Sun Go Down on Your Grievances by Daniel Johnston, Black Cab by Jens Lekman,
Jackson C. Frank, Blues Runs the Game.
Yeah.
What else was there?
Pachelbel's Canon.
Pachelbel's Canon.
I think the best part about being on tour is sort of getting to go to all these cities, you know. And I think what's cool is now this tour, we're doing slightly longer tour and doing more places. It's a pity, you know, that you don't get to spend that much time in all of them, but it's cool. Like, and days off, our new thing is we like to go walking on days off, and it's great. There's so much of England I want to see and don't get to, you know. And I think I'd like to explore every sort of nook and cranny at some point.
The last detour was the Lake District, and that was awesome. We just kind of
life-changing.
That was massive.
If I could put a label, genre label, on Noah and the Whale, it'd just be malleable, in the sense that we, you know, or chameleons. We can blend into anything.
Or have enough self-belief to.
I think, you know,
misguidedly
we've just made a punk album as well as our real album. But that's a silly way of putting it. We made a punk album and a sort of post-grunge folk album. But I definitely don't think we'd ever want to be tied down to doing a specific genre. I don't, you know. Yeah. I think it's not, in a sense, it's helped us because people have been looking for folk bands to get into. It's more that I guess definitely think that I was sort of inspired initially by the sort of anti-folk New York DIY movement. The fact that you could, you know, that something can sound scratchy and raw, and that's fine, and as long as it's a good song. I guess, you know, that sort of stems from Daniel Johnston, kind of that kind of thing. But yeah, I mean, I definitely think that was, you know, that was genuinely quite exciting for me to hear music being made like that, you know.
The functions at all.